We're back talking about how money transfer company Western Union and others like them profit from illegal immigration. As a result, they'll do everything they can to make sure our borders remain open, and that includes influencing political campaigns. Congressman and presidential candidate Tom Tancredo knows this all too well. He represents the Denver suburb where Western Union is based, and he has gone head-to-head with them on several occasions. First thing you tried to do, Tom, was stop them from sending money overseas tax-free. You wanted to tax this money, right?
I said that, yes, we ought to tax the money, and I also said that we should reduce the amount of, and I think this is what really got them, I have to tell you, because after I said this, they went ballistic. But I said, I think we got to reduce the amount of foreign aid that goes to any country by the amount of remittances from their nationals working here, mostly illegally, to that country. And they just went crazy, man. So I know we must have hit a nerve with that. And that's when the next day they actually held a press conference to establish a pact, essentially to defeat me.
Tom, I have to tell you, I'd be real honest with you on a personal note here. You were on, I think last week, was it last week you were on with the show? And
yeah.
I mentioned this today on the air, that the last time I saw you, I thought you looked tired and worn out. You are a guy who has been ringing this bell and beating this drum for years. You're one of the first people that had any kind of credibility that said, this is about big business, it's about governments merging with another, our sovereignty is being taken. How are you doing?
Well, it's a challenge, that's true. I have spent a lot of time in airports and a lot of time in hotels, and don't get the right rest and don't get the right food and energy. And I certainly don't help anything because I'm not much of an exercise person. So,
yeah.
Hey, you know, you do what you can. I'm home in Colorado now. I had a couple of good nights' sleep.
Good.
That makes a big difference.
Well, I applaud you for continuing to speak out, because there's nobody that wants to hear this news in government or in business. You say that the people from Western Union actually provided guides in Spanish on exactly how to protect yourself. I mean, it appears as though they are doing everything they can to help illegal immigrants.
They are. They absolutely want those borders open. I guess they really don't care whether they're legal or not. They just want a huge flow of people coming into this country from all over because, of course, the remittances. Now, remember, they are, of course, aided and abetted, if you will, by the Mexican government that does everything it can to keep those borders open for the same reason. They saw last year about $26 billion coming into their economy from their nationals working here.
Well, the Arizona Attorney General says that money, a lot of it, is being used for going right to human smugglers.
Smugglers. That's exactly right. By the way, Glenn, just an interesting little factoid. The last I heard, and this is now probably dated information because it's maybe about a year old or so, but when this whole issue came up with First Data, which owned Western Union at the time, I said that, and we found out that there were 7 countries in the world that had more than 10% of their gross domestic product a result of the remittances from their nationals working in the United States. And that was, Jordan was one.
Unbelievable.
Jordan, yeah, it's incredible.
Just so you know, America, Western Union, 5 times more locations than McDonald's, Starbucks, Burger King, and Walmart combined. Congressman, thank you very much. Keep up the good fight. That's the real story.